Michelle Robinson here at God's Creation Gardens, and I'm with my granddaughter Isabel. And she has been helping me with some of these transplants by just watching and enjoying the greenhouse. So we're going to take a plant and we're going to take care of it, aren't we, Isabel? And we got a plant that's kind of getting a little bit leggy. We got a leggy one here. I put it in this pot to help hold the leaves up, Isabel, and we're going to take it out of here. And look, when we do that, what happens? It's a very top-heavy plant. I'm going to drop that down there for a minute. Very top-heavy. This one already kind of loosened, so I'm just going to take that out. We got a couple babies here. And this one kind of is pretty loose too, and it's got some roots, so we'll leave that there, Isabel. All right, don't touch, okay, honey? Good girl. Now this is the tricky one right here. We're going to have to kind of knock it out a little bit here. I'm going to the pot a little bit and get this out without trying to break too many of the leaves. There. All right, we'll put this over here for now. Now you can see, I'm going to give you a close-up of this, but what happened when I planted this last is it had roots. I'm going to try to show you this. See, this is what it looks like here. When I plant one that I try to plant it with the roots. I know some people just cut it off and put it right in the dirt. I don't like to do that if I can help it because it takes a lot longer for it to come back. So you can see that the roots used to be down here. That's all barren now. It just lost its roots. So I can cut this off. The roots are now up further. But you can see it's already gotten kind of leggy, and I've got to cut all these leaves off until I can get it to look like this again. All right, so I'm going to be taking some of these off, and some of them have juice in them, so I'll be able to use them. So let's see, we're going to get some scissors. Right, Isabel? We're going to get some scissors, and since I'm right-handed, I'm going to cut this top off right here. There we go. So now we have more room. I'm going to flip this over very carefully. I don't want, sometimes when I do that, and the leaves will still break, but I'm going to try to take these leaves off here. Some of them are a little bit dry, but there's a little bit of juice in here, so I might be able to save that. What do you think, Isabel? You've been helping me scrape the gel off some of these leaves too, haven't you? So she's been a little helper, and she's learning about aloe vera. Okay, what do you think, huh? What is this called? It's called aloe vera. Can you say that? Aloe vera, right. And so we're going to kind of get the leaves off. And how I do that is I turn it in a circle. Blow the dirt off here. I pinch it right here, which you probably can't see real good, but I've showed you in some of the other videos I do. But I'll pinch it right there and then just peel it all the way around like that. So that's what I'm doing. And you can see as I do that, you can see the knobs. Like here's a knob right here. There's a knob, and there's a knob right there. So that'll be the new roots that come up. Okay, I call them knobs. I don't know what they are supposed to be called, but that's what I call them. So I'm going to peel these off. I've got some gel in some of these. I'll be able to kind of get out of here. I've been using gel internally quite a bit for my gut health, and I also use it in my hair as a rinse with vinegar. Those are the two main things besides just skin sunburns and making ointments for rashes and things like that. It does got a lot of nutritional value to it. I haven't really quite done a video on that, but there's so many out there that you'll get that information. Most of my time is spent just taking care of my plants and using the gel after I think. Thank you, honey. I'm going to use this once I replant it. I'll be putting this on the bottom of the pot. Okay, so I'll be needing that in a minute. She knows that I'm going to need that because she saw me plant some other ones the other day. So look at how long this arm is getting. Do you think we'll be able to get this in a pot, Isabel, and still save those roots right there? Let's see if we can tip it up like this now. I'm thinking that probably I may want to take this leaf off and this leaf, and then I think I'll be done. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna take this one off, and we'll be juicing those because they're pretty good size. And then I'm gonna take this one off right here. All right, we're done. Yeah, those can go in here. All right, so we got our nice dirt in here. We're gonna have to kind of moisten our dirt a little bit, I think. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna flip it up again like this. What do you think? Do you think that looks good? Huh? Do you like it? Okay. All right, now the trick is, how are we gonna get this into a pot and make it so that it's not a deep pot, because we don't want it too deep, because plants that, I want the roots, I want these to form new roots, so I want this to be under the dirt, and I want it to look, you know, the dirt to be right up to here. Yeah, that, I don't know, I think those are gonna be a little too small. We might need a bigger pot. Let's see if we can find a bigger one, Isabel, okay? Let me see, I think we'll probably, I don't know if we might have to reuse this one again, but what I could do is I'm gonna bend this up like this. I'm gonna go like this. I think this is, and I'm gonna twist it very gently. Hopefully I won't break it. I have broken it a couple times, but I'm gonna push it up like this and bend it like this. I think that if I do that, I can get it in the pot. What do you think, Isabella? Do you think it'll work? I think it will. Look. I can do it. So we're gonna do it, okay? You ready? I'm gonna lay this here. We're gonna get this back in the pot, and then we'll put it back in the basket so it'll hold up the leaves. So let's take and rip the paper towels right here, and we'll gonna push it in there to kind of hold the dirt in for a while there. I might even put you know, and you can put a little bit of stone and stuff like that in there, which is sometimes good for drainage. Right now I don't think I have any handy, but I'm mixing a lot of sand in with my soil. This is a soil that I make myself with perlite, peat moss, sand, and my own compost that I sift from my garden, or from my compost piles. Right now it's a little bit on the dry side. We want it to be dry, but I don't want it to be too dry. So I'm gonna wet it just a little bit here. Let me get my hose. We're gonna get my hose here, and Isabel, we're gonna spray this a little bit. I'm gonna put it on shower. I'm gonna kind of give it a little bit of a spray, okay? That'll kind of get the dust to go down a little bit too. We don't want to have too much dust, okay? You're being such a good girl up there watching. Yeah, you're being a good girl. You're a helpful girl too. I'm gonna water this. See how I'm putting the water in there? You see the water? Okay, we'll put this in here for now. I'm gonna kind of mix it with my hands like this and get it kind of damp, but not too much, because we don't want it to be too wet for when we're ready to transplant these. But we do want it to be, so that way I don't have to water. I don't have to water if I use this one. Thank you, honey. I'm going to use that as my scooper. Okay, so we're going to put a scoop. We're going to take a scoop of this, and we're going to put it on the bottom like this, like the paper towels. Thank you. You're a big help. Okay, I'm going to shake it around a little bit. Okay. All right, you ready? Good girl. Okay. Now let's see, maybe one more scoop or a little bit more before I put my pot in it, my plant in it. Okay, ready? Thank you. Okay, you can, I don't need this. You can put that over there. I'm going to put that there. It's a little bit dirty, so you don't want to get your hands dirty. All right, so now we're going to try to put this in the pot. All right, now let Grandma finish, okay? I'm going to put it in the pot very carefully like this and let these roots, and I'm going to bend it. Okay, good girl, thank you. And then I'm going to bend it like this and kind of twist it, and I'll kind of dig it down into the pot a little bit, the end, and kind of make it so that when I go like this, I think I'm going to have to go a little deeper. Let me go deeper. Okay. All right, so Oh, no, 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 honey. Let's leave that there. Okay, that's good. I think that looks good. What do you think? That good?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go like this now and I'm gonna fill it up. No, no, wait there, honey. No, no, don't shake it because Grandma has to fill it up, okay? Fill it up. I'm gonna shake it just a little bit, okay? Now this is just damp soil, but I'm not gonna water this plant right away. I'm gonna kind of probably let it dry out a little bit before I water it. All right, I'm gonna turn it around a little bit here and fill it up. There. Press the dirt down a little bit here, a little bit. Whoops, oh, I don't want to poke you in, honey, be careful. All right, you okay? All right. You're a good girl. I gotta be careful, I don't poke you, these pokers. Okay. All right, I think we're almost done. Look at that, that looks a lot nicer. I know it's a big pot with a lot of dirt in it for this aloe vera, but it's a big aloe vera. It needs a lot of a bottom weight to it. And like I said, those bottom roots will probably die out and the newer roots will form on top. But at least there's still, you know, enough life going through it that I'm not just starting from with no roots. Which I'll do that if I have to, but I don't want to have to if I can do it this way. All right, because these I might be able to, maybe I'll be able to sell some of these in the spring at the market if I ever get a chance to get out there, which I don't usually, but I'm going to try. All right, so this, what I do a lot of times is instead of just leaving it like this, I just find tall pots. It could be another bigger pot. I'll put something in it to hold the water or to let the water run through, even though you don't want ever for aloes to have wet feet. So you got to be careful how much you water. I'm going to put this in here, and the reason is because the height of this rim will help support these leaves so that they won't tip. So a lot of times that's what I'll do is I'll put a smaller pot into a bigger pot, so it kind of gives it some strength on the leaves. All right, so now that's going to stay good for a while, and a lot of these leaves I'm taking off I'm able to use, so that's good. And so we're going to put that in our sunroom with all the other aloe vera plants over here, and then we'll plant those little ones. How did we do? Did we do good?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are. I'm going to put this plant back where I had it before, which maybe I won't even put it where I had it before. I've got a lot of plants here that need help. We have a lot of plants that need help, Isabel, don't we? But I've done some of these already here. So that one will be good. Let's see, do you want to take, let's see, Isabel, you walk over there and I'm going to take this one now, okay? Let's take this one and take care of this. This one here is getting a little bit leggy. So let's take care of this one now, okay? Okay, you want to go back up on the table again? We're going to try this one. This one probably isn't as needy, but it is needy because it's really tall. And that's when I'll harvest some of these lower leaves, and let's see if we can fix this one up. All right, you want to get on the table and watch me, or you want to watch from there? All right, here we go. Yippee. Go on up here. All right, be careful. I still got these young ones here, which I'll set over here for now. And there's only one baby in this one. That baby is probably going to have some roots here. There we go. Got some roots on there. All right, so this one here is going to be another one it's in a fairly big pot. I'm going to move some of my leaves out of the way here so I don't crush them. All right, ready? Let's see. All right, this is going to be a little bit bigger, so I hope I don't mess it up. But that's why it's nice. I have my dirt right here. I have this expanded metal table, so half of the bucket is underneath, so when I go to dump the dirt, it all falls right through, and it's a lot less cleanup, so that works real good for me. This is a nice greenhouse my husband built me off of my house. All right, ready? We're going to shake this off and see what the roots look like. That's a big bucket. Let's leave that there for now. Oh, look at this one. Oh boy. I'm going to have to shake the dirt off of it. It looks like it's got a really nice root system. Oh, I have another one over here I didn't know I had. So there's another little one. I just broke a little bit of the leaves. All right, so this one here actually doesn't have a long stem, so it's mostly all root. See right here? See the roots? So there is no long part that I have to cut off. It's mostly just all root. So I'm just going to replant it, but I'm going to have to take some of these leaves off. So I'm going to tip this upside down, Isabel, okay? Very carefully, like this. And we're going to take some of these lower leaves, which are a little bit more on the skinny side. Some of them I just throw away. And, oh, that's okay. I'm good. I got these gloves on for now. I'll be fine, honey. Thank you. All right. All right, let's take this one off and this one off. We're going to form a little bit more of a stem here. Okay? Maybe we'll go in the house and take care of some of these aloe veras, and we can do another video, Isabel, on how we scrape all the gel off. Would that be good, do you think? Would you like that? You've been helping me with that before. Yeah, she's going to be a pro. Okay. All right. This one doesn't look that great either, so I'm going to take that one off. Use up whatever gel I can get from it. But these are all handling themselves pretty well. This one I think I'm going to take off. The rest look pretty sturdy. I have to kind of put my nail in there and pinch it a little bit, and then just wrap it around. Unwrap it. Okay, this one has a little bit not very nice looking leaf, but I'm going to flip it up to see how it looks. Okay, you know what? It looks pretty good, except this leaf I'm just going to pinch off. I'm going to let a few of these leaves be halves, because I don't want to really take off these leaves down here. So this looks good. I think I can get it to stand pretty upright. To be upright would be really like this, which means these leaves will tilt a little bit. I could take this one off and all of these three. That would be 4 more leaves off. But you know, I'm not going to do it this time. We're just going to try to get this back in, which this is a really thick stem, so it's going to be harder for me to bend it. That's going to be a little trickier. So what I think I'm going to need to do, Isabel, is I'm not going to use this bucket again, because it's just too wide. Let me see if I can actually stick it in this bucket, which is a little less of a bucket, but it will help keep it drier. And I'll just put this in a bigger bucket to help support the leaves. I'm trying to get it so I don't use as much dirt around these, because then they don't get waterlogged and it doesn't take as long to dry out. So I think what I'm going to do, Isabel, you want to hand me some paper towels? Thank you. You're a smart girl. All right. All right, there, all we need. I'm going to put this down here like this. I'm going to see if I can get all this root into this smaller system. I only need that much. I'm good now. Thank you. Now we're going to put some dirt in here, okay? Ready? There we go. All right, I'm going to just put 1 scoop, and then I'm going to try to stick all these leaves in here. And I'm finding that as I've been doing this over the years, that I'm surprised at how big an aloe vera plant can grow in a small pot. I almost find sometimes they're better off in a smaller pot. If I put them in a bigger pot, they form a lot more babies. But I have to be careful not to overwater them. And so I'm going to just stick this one way at the bottom This one is gonna stick up a little bit out of the bucket, but that's okay. I'm gonna put this in, like I said, I'm gonna put it in a bigger container later on to see. But I think I can get this one at least to be stable in here. At least it's covering the roots, and it has an opportunity to form new roots on the stem there that I just made. So, doing good, Isabella. You're doing good. Huh? 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 You being a good girl? No. Okay, this is a little bit on the lopsided. It's not really exactly in the middle, but that's okay. I'm actually holding it up though. So I'm going to put...
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm replanting an aloe vera. That's what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
I'm replanting an aloe vera.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? You say, I'm replanting. Grandma's replanting.
What are you doing?
All right. All right, now I've got to find a way to get this supported. Let's see. I probably need to get a bigger containers. I don't have right now. What am I going to put it in? Let me see. Got to think about it. I could put it in a drywall bucket. Just for now, that doesn't look very pretty, but it will support it maybe. So let me see if I can do that. I have a lot of empty drywall buckets around here because we go through things. My husband's in construction. Well, over the years, we use it for a lot of things. This is an ugly drywall bucket, but we'll fix that later. For now, I just want to get them replanted and supported. So let's put this in here because the bucket itself will act as a support for those leaves. See how the bucket supports the leaves? So I know it's not going to tip over. No, we're going to leave that down, honey. So now I've got it. I don't have a lot of dirt. It's not like the whole thing is full of dirt. It's just in there. And so I think that'll be good. Drywall buckets work good for now. We'll make it look prettier later when I can go buy some more buckets, or when I empty another plant that isn't from a bigger bucket and I can reuse that pot. Okay, so we're going to put this away.
I want to get down.
Okay, you want to get down?
Yeah.
All right, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for watching. God bless. Okay, I decided to set it in this little wicker basket. The wicker basket's a little lopsided, but being that the drywall bucket is inside, it makes it look a little prettier. And that thing is going to get taller, so the leaves will grow up a little bit more. So we'll leave it in there for now, Isabel, okay? Does that sound good? Is that pretty? All right. Isabel, we found a nice place for that plant, didn't we? I've got a new addition off of my bedroom here with some nice windows that will make it nice for some of my plants to bring up here from the second story. So I'm trying to revive this one. It's got some skinny leaves. I'm hoping that if I leave it and water it occasionally that the leaves will plump out again. I did that experiment a couple years ago and it did work. It actually revived the plants. We got this light here, enough light to give it some healthy growth. It's on the west side of the window. All right, so that's good. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, Isabel, we have all these extra leaves to use. We have all these extra leaves, and we do got a couple little plants to put in the soil, so we want to do them. There's 4 of them here. Where's Grandpa? I think he's on the phone with somebody, honey. Okay, let's find a little pot for this one. There we go. 1 down, 3 to go. These little pots that you gave me earlier, I'll use these, Isabel, for the little ones, okay?
Is this?
Yeah. We'll stick these little ones in here.
This is it. What is that? What is that?
What? Oh, yeah, that's where you got those from. That's the berries coming off the ferns. Those are seeds. Don't eat those, okay? Those are not edible. Oh, yeah. Don't eat those, honey. Don't pick those, okay? Leave them there. Don't pick those, all right? We're almost done here. Then we'll go in and take a nap, okay? You need a nap. Okay, you ready for a nap? This one actually might be a little too big for that one, but and I don't always like to group them together. Some people like to do that. I do sometimes when I'm planting a big one. I'll put a few little ones in there. Oh, that's a big root system right there. So I'm going to need to dump some of that dirt out.
Tom! Hey, Tom!
I can pinch that one off. Just a minute. Almost done. Okay. Those three can just go in a tray somewhere. Like, I save a lot of my lettuce containers. Work good for this kind of thing. Put those in there, you know? Almost done. Let's just put these away and then we'll be done. Say bye. Say bye. For the third time.